On the very first night, Kent and Autumn went head-to-head to win the SUV.
My wife will kill me if I get out of this.
I know, but see, I don't have a husband to help me.
You mean to unlock it?
Gonna wet her.
We have a winner! Hey!
What happened, man?
You'll find out.
Nicole narrowly escaped eviction
I'm unpacking.
and vowed revenge on the Chilltown threesome for targeting her.
Oh, sweet revenge. Oh, sweet revenge.
Last Saturday, Krista won the latest head of household competition.
Oh, baby.
Go, girl.
She struggled with her choice of nominees.
I'm dead if I do, and I'm dead if I don't. So I just kind of I'm going to get everybody's idea, and I'm going to make a decision for myself.
I'll give you 3 people to choose from: Will, Sharon, and Mike.
Try to imagine 1 minute this house minus Will.
The house guests were stunned when Krista announced her 2 nominees.
I nominated Kent and Autumn.
It's been a week of scheming,
I only have one goal. And that's to get those sons of bitches out of here.
screaming,
You're not pretty girl. Black guys, if there were black guys, they'd pay
What does
attention
that
to
have
me.
to do with anything, Mike?
and romance. Tonight, is Shannon falling for Will or playing him for a fool? Will Nicole join the Chilltown Alliance?
Krista's untouchable right now. You vote with us, you're untouchable.
Who will Chilltown vote to evict? And does Kent and Autumn square off yet again? Will it be Kent who is evicted tonight? Or will Autumn be the one to go? Big Brother 2 begins now.
Good evening and welcome to Big Brother. It's day 18 inside the Big Brother house behind me. There are now 10 house guests. Earlier this week, Krista, as the current head of household, nominated 2 of her housemates for eviction. Kent, the married father of 2 from Tennessee, and Autumn, the single mother from Texas. In the next hour, one of these 2 will be evicted. And later, another house guest will succeed Krista as head of household. Krista makes no secret she thinks Autumn needs to go. But do other house guests think Kent is the bigger problem?
Autumn, I nominated you because of the fact that your emotions is extremely high and you're losing a part of yourself. As far as Kent, it was just luck of the draw.
I thought Kent was, a decent guy, had a family. As it turns out, he's grumpy, he's a negative person.
And I'm letting you know I don't appreciate it.
Oh, well. Couldn't say it. Chilltown wants to get rid of Kent. I think Chilltown sees Kent as a threat.
If he gets out of household, guess who's out?
Kent's southern accent with that voice, and it just starts to grate after a while.
I'd love to go 20 minutes without hearing it. If I have to listen to that southern, I was like holding my hair like this.
One thing I will give Autumn credit for is she keeps her mouth shut. She knows when to be quiet once in a while.
In my mind, I need to start preparing to leave. Then I have to prepare myself to stay. The hang time is really stressful.
Personally, I honestly don't know if you can handle this. And it's only gonna get harder.
Would you vote against me for that?
I would have to say yes. I cannot wait to see her leave. I'm even do a little dance.
I don't want to be voted out by my own friends.
Well, what reason would be acceptable for me to vote against you then?
If you actually didn't like me, I just get that feeling. Is it the same way you feel?
I don't know. I'm still at the same place I was 2 days ago. All I can do is flip a coin unless something happens. They're really trusting me. Will asked me after the nomination. He said, "Hey, you got some time for me later?" I'm like, "Oh, sure." But they want me to get with Chilltown. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get my vote. They're trying to get me in to be the 4th with them at this point. If you guys look at this from a logical point of view,
There's 7 votes.
right?
Right? I know positively that 3 votes are going
for Kent to stay in.
The four of them could have sat over there in a hammock and said, we got the 4 votes to get him out, let's do it. And if they do it, then you guys will know how to watch your back now.
You're actually still deciding.
I'm still thinking about it.
All right. You think that woman could sit right there and lie to me straight face? You really think so, Nicole?
You asking me the honest? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'd like to make sure that Ken stays.
We need to be able to play the fence.
You mentioned that to CT. It's Chilltown.
She's telling us what we want to hear. We shouldn't be telling them what they want to hear.
I really like you guys. And I like hanging out with you more than other people here.
If she's a liar and a deceiver, then hey, that's what she's got to live with the rest of her life.
All you need to know, Hardy, is you should still trust me. And if you don't, that sucks. But I'm still playing the exact same way as I was playing around before.
Makes you go, doesn't it?
Our Father who art in heaven, deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
Amid all the strategy and scheming, a romance is emerging between Will and Shannon. It's one we've watched develop since the night they first met.
My name is Will. I live in Miami Beach.
What do you do?
I'm a doctor.
Are you totally
Seriously.
committed to your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't really kiss another guy or anything?
What did I tell you the other night? I told him that I would not touch anybody in here with a 10-foot pole.
I think she's sort of sultry, sort of mysterious, which is a big turn on. She said she had a boyfriend. I feel like she's been a little flirtatious.
At this point, anybody's out of the question. There's nobody in here that I would give up my current relationship for. No. My better half now is I mean, I could sit here for an hour and tell you everything wonderful about Jem.
If I had a significant other in my life who I cared about deeply, I'd have a picture of them.
I do have a picture of him. You want to see him?
Is he as cute as me? Listen, I don't want to look at the guy's face whose girlfriend I'm going to hook up with and have to know that that poor guy is watching me.
Every day we continue to hang out and we learn more and more and more. And you just never know.
Shannon and Will don't care about each other. They care about how they can use each other to further themselves in the game.
You don't know me very well.
I don't.
At all.
I know I don't know you very well, but I really appreciate your company, and you're the kind of person that I could see myself with.
I will not kiss anybody. I will not, get naked with anybody, etc.
I do think it's only fair that I tell you that I have a extreme knowledge of anatomy. Like it's not even fair.
I like it when you catch me staring at you.
I like it when things went well. You would break up with your boyfriend who left here.
Will and I are close. If I get kicked out, or if Will gets kicked out before me, I want him to be the person they fly back for me.
They're hooking up. I think they're having sex. I'm worried about Shannon playing me like a fiddle.
I'm keeping her real close, not only for the obvious physical reasons, not only for the obvious emotional reasons, but for strategic reasons as well. I have, in many ways, fallen for her. She's just got a lot of redeeming qualities that I like.
Kiss me. Just kiss me.
Later, we'll hear what Shannon's boyfriend has to say. Meanwhile, tonight is eviction night. Of the 10 house guests remaining, 7 cast their votes to evict. The nominees, Autumn and Kent, are not permitted to vote, nor is Krista, the head of household. All votes are cast in secret in the diary room. Hardy and Monica are the first to vote.
Autumn says that she kind of thinks of me as like a big brother, and she's come crying to me on more than one occasion, you know, stating that I hate this place, I hate these people.
This house is too mean-spirited for her spirit right now. This atmosphere for her is very unhealthy.
I vote to evict Autumn.
I vote to evict Autumn.
Horton's Timbits, the oh-so-sneakable snack.
Welcome back to Big Brother. When Shannon's boyfriend Jim said goodbye to her some 3 weeks ago, he hoped their relationship would survive. But disconnected from the rest of the world, Shannon and Will seem to have a budding romance. Jim's been watching and shared his thoughts with us.
Shannon and I have been dating now for a little over 16 months. She's one of the first people that I've been close with in a long time. She uses what God gave her, and, you know, she puts it to work for her. You know, she can't help the fact that she's a good-looking individual. It's never easy when you see the person you love and, you know, all these guys around just, you know, just staring at your girlfriend.
No.
I do have a message for her boyfriend at home. He's out of here.
You know, Will, I'd like you to be a man and say it to my face. At 165 pounds, I think he should bring Hardy with him. There's a point where you don't disrespect someone, you know, to their face. Your personal well-being may be at stake. You know, this is something she gave me a little bit before she left. I don't know what's going through Shannon's head, and I don't know what's going through Will's head, if this is just strategy to them or it's, you know, actually passion.
What can I do to change my position? Just pretend like I give a shit about people?
This was a big week. You know, we get rid of Ken, and then the following week it's Hardy and Monica.
Any comments that, you know, Shannon may make about Will and their relationship, sleeping together, being intimate.
Okay, you're looking hot.
I feel I deserve an explanation for it in the end. And all I can say is that I know Shannon, and all I can go with is how we left it before the show.
So what about Jim? Are you in love with him?
It's not easy to see the person you love with someone else. I love her very much, and I'm supporting her.
It's time now to talk to the house guests. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great.
I think you're flirting with me, Julie.
I think you're hoping, Mike. I'm kidding. No. I have a serious question for you, Mike. You were the first head of household. How do you think Krista did?
Oh, I think she did an excellent job. She was a good representative. She got more benefits than I did, though, so I'm a little jealous, but she did a great job. Well, the girls lost the food challenge, and she got to eat with us all week, you know, and she eats a lot. She's from Louisiana. You know how those girls are. I'm kidding.
She was stern but fair.
Shannon.
Yes?
Speaking of that topic, the women lost the food challenge this week, the food competition, I should say, and that meant a whole lot of peanut butter and jelly. How are you holding up?
I'm doing quite well. I've lost a little weight, which is not a bad thing, but at the same time, I'd like to be lifting, and I haven't done that all week either.
Oh, because you're too weak to do so?
Yes.
That's rough. Nicole.
Yes.
You escaped eviction last week.
Yes, I did.
How much do you want to be this week's head of household?
So bad I can taste it. Literally.
What does it taste like?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Not.
Yeah.
Well, Kent, Autumn, I want to ask the two of you, as this week's nominees, what are your thoughts tonight? Kent, I'm going to start with you.
Well, Julie, I guess this house is probably a lot like society and like microcosm. It's society under a microscope is what we are. And in this house this week and in the weeks that I've been here, I've found love and compassion and helpfulness and honesty in a lot of folks. And I've also found anger and hurtfulness and vanity and greed and deceit, just like you'll find in society. To those people, I would have to say to them that if I have to be like them to win this game, I'd rather go home. Send me back to my family, my friends, to Kathy and Alex and Maddie and everyone else, Ed and Francis and my brother Robert and his kids, and also T. Judson Kennedy, the author of Smokefire, and the people of East Tennessee, to Rocky Top, to the people of East Tennessee that carry themselves with a quiet compassion, grace, and dignity, send me back there. And to those of you in this house who have carried yourself with grace and dignity, I salute you. You've done a great job.
Sounds like a rough week.
You're going to need a lot of. No, this is the whole stay in the house. And so, but those of you that do carry yourself that way, I wish you the best of luck, and I salute you, and I hope you do real well. To those of you who have made life in the house very difficult, do not make the mistake of not throwing me out tonight, because if you do, hear me well, your ass is mine.
Ooh.
Wow.
Woo. Sounds like a threat.
W-O-W.
Autumn, how do you top that? What are your thoughts tonight?
Now I'm on the spot. I guess I came in here thinking that being a warm and caring person was a good asset of mine, but in here it's become a liability. And I thought that I had some good friends and even a roommate who really cared about me, and those are the people that tried to oust me and rally people to get me thrown out. So obviously I'm easily fooled, but...
Let me interrupt. Which roommate are you talking about? Now I'm really putting you on the spot.
That person knows who I'm talking about. Do I have to say it? Do I have to say it?
It's up to you.
I'd rather just leave it at that. But tonight I feel in a win-win situation. If I get to stay, I'm in cahoots with Kent in that it's going to be rough living with me. And if I leave, I get to go and look into the eyes of my beautiful son, get back to my singing career and to my art, and be a hopefully fulfilled and happy person again.
Okay. Well said. House guests, I'll be back in a minute. 7 house guests vote to evict. As you've seen, Autumn has 2 votes for eviction. Kent, none. Let's go back to the diary room as Bunky tells us who he thinks should go.
Kent and Autumn are both my friends, so I asked a bunch of the other people and kind of got a consensus from them. I know that she's missing her son, Justice, and I don't know that she's strong enough to be here much longer. I vote to evict Autumn. That's harder than I thought it would be.
There are now 3 votes to evict Autumn. It takes 4 votes to be shown the door. But we have not heard from Nicole or the Chilltown Alliance of Will, Shannon, and Mike. How will they vote? We'll be right back. Welcome back to Big Brother. He has 2 young daughters, ages 6 and 11, with his wife of 14 years. She is the single mother of a 4-year-old boy she misses dearly. Both Kent and Autumn are battling it out on Big Brother, in part for a better future for their kids.
Well, I have a kid, and I've never been married, so I've been having lots of
Oh my God!
sex.
You have a child out of wedlock?
I have a child out of wedlock.
Oh my God! I got the vapors.
I have a 4-year-old son named Justice. I came up with the name by combining the 2 words, just us.
That's gold.
Justice is the sole reason that I'm here, and I would like to win this money and be able to give him the best life I can. So, he's a great kid. Give me a hug. I miss his smile. I miss everything about him.
My 11-year-old Alex is just a sweet, warm, and sensitive, big brown eyes. Got my wife's big eyes. My 6-year-old, she's a little rambunctious one. She's a little blonde hair, big brown eyes, and she just is so much fun. You look in those little brown eyes and you just say to yourself, I want to give them the world. That's Alex and that's Maddie.
Wow.
But Alex made this for me.
Hey,
what she's
will you put down
done
that
is made
extra
good
shade?
luck bracelets for everybody. I am not going to play the sympathy card and say, oh, my kids need money and all of this. I don't want people to think I'm sitting here using my children to try to get farther in the game. I wouldn't want my children used for that, and I'm certainly not going to do that.
I even had my
heavy English
ultrasound.
accents, so it's like...
Having Justice changed my priorities. Before I had him, I was just the good time girl out to have a good time. I get up at 7, cook him breakfast, take him to school, I come home, I do whatever chores need to be done.
Oh my God, your life exhausts me.
I think I've been pretty honest with the house guests as far as the reason that I'm here is for my son, and for that reason I hope I get to stay.
If I were to win the $500,000, it would be for my family. I would like to be able to provide more for them than I'm providing now.
How will it affect you, me being gone?
It'll be the happiest time of my life when he's gone.
I'll miss my kids.
Let's talk to the person responsible for nominating Kent and Autumn. Krista is sitting alone in her private room on her last night as this week's head of household. Hi, Krista.
Hi, Julie.
Just a reminder, the other house guests can't hear our conversation, so you can speak candidly, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any regrets about nominating Autumn and Kent for eviction?
No, I can't say that I have any regrets. I did not want to nominate Kent, but I definitely want to nominate Autumn, so it was kind of the luck of the draw. And you have to do it. It's not necessarily something you want to nominate one of your friends, but you have no other choice.
So even after hearing their speeches just 5 minutes ago, no regrets?
No, I don't have any regrets. I feel pretty comfortable with my nominations. I made the nomination based on what I could live with when I get out of here. I can't necessarily look people in the face, because I do like and enjoy something about everyone in here. And it was very hard to make that decision, but you have to do it. That's part of the being head of household.
And that's true. Now, I have to ask you, you went around the house and you asked many of your housemates who to nominate for eviction. Most said Will. You even said once if you became head of household that you would nominate Will. So how come you didn't?
Right now, it's a little too early for me to be head of household because I wasn't ready to nominate Will. It's not part of my strategy to nominate him right away.
So down the line, it's a possibility. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't consider Will a threat anymore. Once getting to know him and how he's really angered a lot of house guests, I don't really consider him a threat, so I'm not being used or anything, as some people might think. I'm just playing the game the way I think it should be played.
Okay. What's the best part of being head of household?
The best part of being head of household would have to be getting Dr. Pepper. That was great.
And not having to eat peanut butter and jelly, probably.
Yes, because I do not like peanut butter and jelly at all.
You don't?
No.
You're very lucky then.
Yes.
Now, this whole week we saw you push for Autumn's eviction. Why?
It's not a personal reason. I didn't do it out of vengeance. I do think that she's not mentally stable to be in this house. She has mood swings to where she goes up and down, and she seems to need a lot of sympathy. And she seems to be very, very homesick, and we all are, I mean, but I don't think she's emotionally ready to be in this house. So I know she says she is, and she is a kind and caring person, but she's just not cut out for the game.
Okay. Who would you like to see as the next head of household, and why?
I definitely would like Monica or Hardy to get head of household. Both of them are very good friends of mine. They're honest, very honest people. I trust them. We call ourselves the UT, which is the Untouchables. And no one knows that, so let's keep that on the down low. And, but I do think they're the most fair to be head of household at this time. I pray they get head of household.
Okay. Well, thank you, Krista.
Thank you.
And you can rejoin your housemates.
Thank you.
Is Krista's plan to oust Autumn working? 3 of the house guests have voted that way. How will Chilltown and Nicole vote? The eviction is just moments away. She lists Madonna as hers. Both Kent and Autumn entered the house hungry to win. 18 days later, only one will stay. 3 house guests have cast their votes, and all 3 want Autumn evicted. The wild cards: Mike, Will, and Shannon from Chilltown. And then there is Nicole. Did Chilltown vote as one? Who did Nicole align herself with? The answers to these questions will make all the difference. We've kept the nominees in suspense long enough. House guests, the wait is finally over. Let's reveal the results. By a vote of 7-0, Autumn, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Stay seated. Bye, sweetie. Bye, guys. You don't have to walk me out. Please don't.
She doesn't want anyone to walk her out, you guys. You let her be.
Kent, I know it comes under strange circumstances, but congratulations. Thank you.
It doesn't feel good.
Gotta do it another week.
You're always trying to hurt me.
Cakes we had to keep, yeah.
Was that what it was?
Actually, it was the food.
Yeah.
fall down the stairs.
Hi, Autumn. Want to put your bag down?
Sure. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, just put it here. We'll take care of it.
You look so hot. Keep working out, baby. You look great. You look fabulous. You're a good person. You look awesome. You're sleeping. You're a great cook.
To you. I'll get to play again.
Oh, appreciate them words.
Oh, that? You know what I mean? I was like that. Or like, you know, like that. So it's always like you kind of tailor it. Oh, no. Yeah. It's the vein shake. Fight Club. But I'll tap.
Drink some water. Relax.
You're welcome.
What are we doing now?
My brother's sitting around right now going, oh, they should have thrown his ass out.
He's like, you better get my book right next time, goddammit.
Yeah. Okay, what was that? Snot fire? What was it? God.
Krista, you did great this week.
You look
great at the
fabulous.
household.
Stern but fair.
You look great. I mean, like, if I did chicks and stuff, I'd do you.
Okay, now we're going to make one big pact right here. No matter who gets the head of household, I get the room, right?
That's the way it's been so far.
Yeah, exactly.
They keep asking me.
Kid has won a car, never left the head of the household room once.
Just won a nomination and didn't get a vote.
Every time I go in there, they're like,
Autumn, you wasted no time getting out of that house.
Not at all.
Why? You didn't say goodbye to anyone.
The people that I wanted to say goodbye to, I said earlier before the show, I knew I wanted to walk out the same way I went in, which is by myself, independent and strong. So I think I did that. And I left them something on the memory wall to remember me by. But I'm just not a big person on being kind of fake. And my thing is, if we weren't hugging and kissing and loving each other before, there's no reason to do it now.
First of all, what did you leave on the memory wall?
I left my hairbrush that everybody has used over the last 3 weeks, and I wrote on the back, "Live for peace and justice," but I spelled it the same way I spelled my son's name, and I signed it.
Second of all, if you said goodbye before we went on the air, are you telling me that you had a feeling you were getting evicted tonight, or just in case you did that?
No, I absolutely knew I was getting evicted. People were saying that this game was making me an angry person and that they thought I'd be better off with my son, and I can't say as I disagree.
So your reaction is you knew this was coming?
Absolutely.
But what happened? Why did you know it was coming?
Well, I wasn't sure about the nomination. I mean, the nomination was a surprise to me. But as soon as they read the two names, I knew it was going to be me. I knew unequivocally. Yeah.
Did you know it was going to be 7-0?
No, I didn't know it was going to be 7-0, but that doesn't surprise me either.
Why?
I've detached myself from the group based on some of the cruel acts that are going on, not necessarily towards me, but towards other people. And I am I guess, a loving person, a person that likes to be positive, and there's just absolutely no opportunity for that in the house. So I've kind of only kept myself to people that I thought were cool people, and the rest of them I just kind of let fall by the wayside. So.
Well, we want to try and give you some insight as to why some of the house guests voted the way they did. So take a look.
I vote to evict Autumn because of what would be best for the rest of us left here against Chilltown.
We owe Krista. Krista feels Autumn's a bigger threat for her, and that's who she wants out.
I don't have a choice because I could possibly be the swing vote for our community, and so I have to vote that way, and it sucks.
Well, I'm dealing with head now because if I deal with my heart, then she would stay.
Autumn, it's nothing personal. I wish you the best, and I hope you please understand. I do love you.
Baby, sugar, darling, you are much bigger than these people here.
Autumn, I'm so sorry. Take your love and be at home with Justice and take care of him.
What do you think?
Now that was a little harder than walking up.
Why?
Because I know there are some people that really care about me. And I know there are some people that thought this environment wasn't good for me. And they were right. This environment has not been good for me. I didn't come here to be harangued and harassed and made fun of and singled out. I came here to play a game and to have a great summer adventure, and it turned into something terrible. And I really feel for the people that have to continue to live in that environment, because I'm glad I'm not. I have to say that I'm glad I'm not. And I knew those people, what they did it for. So, and I feel good about that. I feel good that 7 people think that I'm a better person than to be in that house in that terrible situation. So I can't say that I'm angry because I'm not angry.
Earlier tonight, you said you referred to someone who you thought was your friend, your roommate. Now that you're out, who are you talking about?
I was talking about Hardy. Hardy, from day one, has said, Autumn is a single mom of a 4-year-old kid. She needs to be home. And I came here to make our lives better, you know, and I tried to get him to understand that, and he didn't. And so as soon as I went up for nomination, he went around to everybody and told him this is an easy choice because Autumn needs to be home with her kid. And I thought that wasn't a choice for him to make.
So did you try and swing people then? Because when Nicole was up for nomination, she really worked hard to gain votes, to stay. Right. Did you do that this past week? Because I couldn't really see it.
No. I opted not to go around and try to befriend or, for lack of a better term, kiss butt to people that I felt knew they wanted me to go home. I mean, it's not, I don't feel like, oh, we want her out or whatever. I kind of feel like it's a compliment because they love me enough to let me go, and they love me enough to say things like they said in that room. I don't feel bad about that at all. So no, I didn't walk around and try to rally votes for myself, because in a quiet as is kept away, I kind of wanted to go home.
I want to talk to you about Kent. Okay, you guys have had your ups and downs, starting with night number 1, when the two of you faced off in the car competition, which he won.
Yes.
You were bitter about it.
Yes.
Then you went on to say that you grew to like each other.
Yes.
And then this past week, you were at odds again because you were both nominated. Yes. How do you feel about him now?
I like Kent a lot. I lost a lot of respect for him because he did go around and kind of rally votes, which is what he staunchly said he was not going to do. And I'm a person of my word. As soon as I was nominated, I told him I was not going to do that. And he said, no, there's no way. And then he walked around and did that. And I just thought that was corny.
But isn't that part of playing the game, maybe by faking you out, saying I'm not going to do it so you don't do it, and then he does it?
It could be, but he knew I was not going to do that no matter what. So, and he also knew that I was no competition for him. He knew it was going to be me versus me instead of him. He's been walking around all week referring to what's going to happen next week and this, that, and the other, including himself. He knew it was going to be me.
So did you ever call him on it then?
No, no need to.
Why not?
I don't feel like there has to be any animosity in this situation. I don't feel animosity for even Hardy. I mean, he did what he thought was the right thing to do. I wish I would have had a chance to give my opinion in that situation, but for me to walk around and say each person, oh, don't believe him, oh, don't believe him, you can't do that in the house. It doesn't work that way. And then you kind of look like you're, you know, trying to do something maybe you're not trying to do, or you're trying to get somebody against somebody else, and I wasn't trying to do that. I knew it was going to be me from day 1, and I accepted that and I moved on.
Who are you going to miss most?
Nicole.
Why?
Nicole has been a very supportive person, source of strength. She made me believe that I can do things and made me believe I had a right to my opinion, which I do. I'm a softie. I'm a mom, you know. I didn't come in here to play cutthroat with people, and that's the situation that was forced upon me. So she helped me through that and helped me see that it's not everybody's after me, that maybe it's for a good reason that I'm leaving.
So you're not mad she voted you out at all?
No.
Especially after seeing her cry?
No.
She really agonized over it.
I knew she did.
Okay.
I knew she did.
What's the first thing you're going to do now that you're out of the house?
I want to have some food, any kind of food.
We have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich waiting.
As a matter of fact, I think that I'm going to get all the peanut butter and jelly that's in my house right now and throw it out. I never want to see another peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I want to eat. I want to have some drinks. I even have thought about going. Mike owns a bar here in town. I thought about going there. I really want to either talk to or see my son and my boyfriend and tell them that I'm okay, because I'm sure they're watching going, oh my God, what are they doing to her? So.
Well, Autumn, you will have the final word. You'll come back in September with Cheryl and the other evicted house guests, and that's when you'll all decide on who will be the last one standing.
Right.
But right now, we have 2 people who are waiting to see you. Any guesses?
Tony and Justice.
You got it. Your son, Justice, and your boyfriend, Tony, are here from Texas.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I love you guys.
We love you. We love you.
Can you say hi? What a cute house.
Coming up, who will be the next head of household with the power to nominate 2 house guests for eviction? The battle lines are drawn as we watch the live head of household competition next.
Order now.
It is the ultimate position of power in the Big Brother house. It includes perks such as a private bedroom and the responsibility of nominating 2 house guests for eviction. It's time to crown a new head of household. The competition begins now. House guests, the power is up for grabs. Krista, as outgoing head of household, you are not eligible to compete this week. Tonight's competition is called By the Numbers. It'll test how well you know each other. I'll ask a series of questions about and only about the 9 of you still in the house. Each answer will be a number from 0 to 9. Now, do not hold up your answer until I say the word numbers. If you're correct, you stay in the game. If you're wrong, you'll step to the side and join Krista. Now listen carefully because I'll ask each question only once. Let's begin. How many of you who are still in the house have a birthday in the month of July? Numbers. The answer is 2. Krista and Mike both have birthdays in July. All those without the number 2, please step to the side and join Krista. Next question. If all of you still in the house sat at the dining room table right now, how many seats would remain empty? Numbers. The answer is 3. Monica, you are disqualified. Please step to the side. Next question. At last week's food competition, how many of the 9 of you weighed more than 150 pounds? Numbers. The answer is 5. Nicole, you've been eliminated. All 5 men weighed more than 150 pounds. Next question. How many of you still in the house currently have either children or stepchildren? Numbers. The answer is 3. You're all still in the game. Next question. How many of you still in the house have earned a high school degree? Numbers. Mike, can you lower yours a little bit? I'm sorry, the answer is 9. All of you have high school degrees. Mike, you've been eliminated, which means it's the sudden death round between Hardy and Shannon. How many of you in the house are shorter than 63 inches? Numbers. The answer is 0. Since you both got it wrong, you are both still in the game. None of you are shorter than 5 feet 3 inches. Next question. How many of you still left in the house have the letter N as in Nancy in the name engraved on your house key? Numbers. The number is 5. Kent, Nicole, Monica, Shannon, and Bunky. But since you both got it wrong, you're both still in the game. All right, we're going with the sudden death round. Krista, if you could please give both Hardy and Shannon a piece of paper and a marker. You got it on your maths? Okay. Now, I'm about to ask you a question. The answer is still a number. Whoever comes closest to that number without going over will be the winner. Now, if you both go over, whoever comes closest wins. Here we go. What is the sum total of the ages in years of all the people still left in the house? All right, numbers. The total is 300 years. If I'm reading that correctly, Shannon, you wrote 211, and I'm sorry, 241, I'm sorry, with the glare I couldn't see. And Hardy, you wrote 290, which means Hardy wins head of household competition. Congratulations, Hardy. Enjoy your private room. You can get your key from Krista. Thank you, everybody.
Approximately 33 years old times 9.
And we'll be right back.
Here's your chance to make a contribution to the Big Brother house. The house guests have a wish list.
Aw, jeez, Louise.
Pretty please with sugar on top for a pull-up bar.
We would really like some massage therapy.
How are we doing on that toaster?
He's so needy.
Which gift would you like to see the house guest receive? 1, a pull-up bar. 2, a massage chair. 3, a toaster. Call now to make your choice. 1-900-740-1000.